I think the key skills that master students walk away with after graduation are first, having a really in-depth understanding of how organizational psychology works in the real world. Understanding how to make sense of problems, apply relevant theories and methodologies to actually make organizations more effective. Secondly, I think it's a course that also teaches students how to study independently and how to apply different kind of learning methods to the course, to the program. So even if you decouple it from the actual content, these are skills that will be replicable and actually sought after by employers.
So after graduation, the key skills that our master's students walk away with are many, certainly. But in thinking about a couple that I think are really important, one is really understanding organizations from the inside out. So our students really understand that as organizational psychologists, they need to look at the organizational issues, they need to look at the team issues, they need to look at the individual issues, they need to look at the environmental contextual issues, what's going on in the world, and that all of those are related. And you have so many more levers to pull, so many more options for intervention, so many more ways to understand what's going on in organizations at a deep and broad level if you have really good knowledge and skills in the systems perspective. And our students get that here. I think our students also really come away with a much deeper sense of self-awareness. So we really push our students to scrutinize themselves as one aspect of kind of, learning how to be an organizational psychologist is really learning about self, learning about strengths, weaknesses, where you need to grow, kind of how you move in the world. If you're going to ask folks in organizations to change, to transform, then you need to have done some self-work as well. And I think that they really come away with having a much deeper sense of themselves and bring that to their work as organizational psychologists.
I think that social identity is one of the fundamental aspects of group dynamics. So when you think about group as a whole dynamic, so what are the dynamics of a particular group? What is it about that group that makes it different from another group, or that describes its kind of gestalt or just way of being? The social identities of the members of the group have a lot to do with that. And I think that the students who come here are particularly open to exploring that particular aspect of group life. To not explore it, I think, is a real lost opportunity. And I also think that there are many places where students may go on to work or be in the world where that kind of discussion and exploration is not welcome. So I really love to take advantage of that here. So we really do study that. We read articles about it. The students talk about their own experience of their own social identities. And that social identity writ very broadly. I think it's an essential part of the education of a responsible psychologist.
We also have a concentration in conflict management, which is certainly important for today. Today's world is full of different views and perspectives and opinions and power struggles among people, among groups, among organizations, and among nations and groups in society. And our students understand those processes and are able to help organizations and societies address them in a productive fashion so that we can help to resolve those conflicts and move forward together in a more collaborative way.